Hey everyone, just a quick, I suppose, view of Log for Young Men. Kind of some of the features that are there that you may or may not be aware about. So the pen adapter is just something new we threw in there today. So it's pretty basic yet. You can click around and click on the different frequencies. It's not snapping or anything, so it won't go right on frequency, I'd imagine. So we'll try and click over here, for example. You can see it's 517. So that's stuff we're going to fix with a little bit of time. Go back here. Close enough, really. Um, of course, you can put on the cluster. You can show the map, so that shows you where the people, um, all the spots basically. The one thing I need to do yet is actually get it from the origin, from the spotter basically, not from me, because everything looks like it's coming from me, which is not really probably realistic. 2D map in itself has a few different things, so you can show the last few on the map. One of the things I suppose I want to change with this is that probably like it to go down to 1 or maybe switch it off, but just have the, at least when I'm working a station, let's pick one here. This is on, let's go to something that might be interesting. Click on here. Okay, down South America somewhere. Yes, if I switch it off at the moment, we use that nice overview, and the overview is nice because you can actually click on that, and you can rotate to it. You can go cedrqrz.com. Of course, you can rotate to it here as well, or you can go short path or long path and rotate to it here as well. Probably need to make that thing gets a bit smaller. Let me see. Yeah, there's a lot more stuff here that needs to probably be compacted in a little bit more. The north, south, east, west, you should be able to change those to whatever you want. So you could, like, I don't know, VK long path, VK short path, North America, South America, etc. What else is of interest? Logbook at the World is coming. Kind of added provisional support. Didn't work first time when I tested it. I just need to get back to that. If any other developers are interested, it's open source, so the code is all there and available for anyone to join in or rob for themselves, do whatever they want with it. Basically, it's a permissible license. Got a little bit of the satellite stuff working. Bit basic at the moment, to be honest with you, but satellites are coming in there, and it doesn't even look like satellites, just horrible purple diamonds, but it is what it is. Not sure if it's going to remain. We'll see. I don't do satellite myself, so I don't think I'm going to do it justice, basically, but might actually make them look like a satellite, if nothing else. The day and the night, you can switch that off. Switch off the grey line. It's all up to yourself, and you can change the opacity of that as well. Of course, you know that you can actually make anything full size, so any of the individual things can go full size. How do you get them back? I have no idea. I just have to click on it. I can't see how to go back. Go back. Okay. Maybe it's just press escape. Yeah, escape does it. Okay, fine. That's the antenna genius. So I'm on the GXP at the moment. I am beaming. I'm after clicking something. Just click it back there. It will rotate wherever you click it as well, so it'll follow the map. Same when you click it here. It'll actually rotate down to the, anyway, pretty much wherever you click on the map, as long as it's not an existing object that you really want to click on the map. If I switch over to a dipole here now, this station should drop out. Let me see what frequency on. 15. Okay, this should get really bad. Oh, I nearly dropped out. So 11 element beam. 3 active on this band working. What else is of interest? The POTA, I suppose you know about the POTA. Probably want this to be more real time than just refresh on the first time. I need to check it basically, but you now have the ability to have POTAs by this button here. They come onto the map. So if we zoom in here a little bit, some of the changes we did, I guess today, is that, go in here a little bit, you can now click on the POTA stations and you get a bit of information on the POTA and the parks. You can go short path, long path to them, or you can work them, or you look them up in QRZ. Working them is basically going to stick them in here to the log entry. It'll trigger the series of events, so anything that reacts to a new log login tree will work. So let me just click it, and you should see things starting to go. So here we go. So we can go directly to them there as well. It's up North America, so I was down a bit in South America. Anyway, just click back there and stop my beam moving everywhere. What else is of interest? CW keyer. This is something I need to test myself. A friend of mine was supposed to test it with a Sun SDR. I'm using a Mac most of the time, so with the Mac, the TCI I have for desk HPSDR doesn't have CW keying, so I might have to pull a request to that particular, although the author doesn't really want to do CW, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just fork it and do my own version. Let's see. Smart Unlink is basically, it just advertises your radio, so if you want to actually stick in an IP address, you can put in the IP address of your radio, and then it'll find your radio on the network. So it's usually for VPNs and stuff like that. As long as you have direct routing, you can get to it. Tuner Genius was built by a buddy of mine, Dahi S6JGB, so that's actually giving you control over the Tuner Genius. PA-GXL amplifier done by me. You need obviously PGXL or Tuner Genius in your network to see anything. Information, contest, the expeditions, nothing really exciting. Chat AI, of course you've seen this one before, so that does go. It does use your key, so, and it just goes, looks up the current station, and of course you can talk to us and say, well, I don't know, does he publish? So you can figure it out there. But it's pretty much like, okay, it doesn't have access to it. I don't know why it doesn't. I'll give it that tool to improve it. So it has a few little tools built in that allows you to kind of iterate, and you can ask some questions, and it should give you follow-up questions, etc. Talk points. What else have we got that's of interest? Bit of a babble now because URZ profile. This is losing a little bit of value, so let me find something that might be more interesting. HH2K. So that's Haiti. I have worked at that station myself. It's on the W2RE network. Yeah, there's no picture on it, but that's basically a station. I think the rotator is actually broken on that at the moment, but it's running CW there, so I've worked that myself a few times going the other way. Okay, this is a D expedition. Okay, down in Africa. We'll zoom out a little bit. I might stop the kind of following happening the whole time. I can imagine some people might want it just to say zoomed out a little bit. And I'm going to switch off the cluster stuff off the map as well, make it a bit easier to see. I'm going to switch off the satellites as well. So it's down there. I'm beaming kind of over here, so now I'm going to beam onto it. We can do it multiple ways. Click here if I had enough space to see it. There's the go to button basically will bring it, or I can obviously click here as well and just rotate to it as well. So you see the rotator coming down now. I'm on the GXP I am, so the signal should get quite good. Let me quickly go back to Titus. Of course he stops as soon as yeah, that's S9, and that's using the new Signal Max FFT bin, so that's the more realistic signal. Pretty much anyone on the historic signal meters on Titus are kidding themselves, but maybe they feel better with the bigger signals, but they're not real. So that's the better algorithm to give you something more realistic. Anyway, this is not about Titus. Oh, I suppose I should quickly go in here and say the setup for the pan adapter. You need to come in here to the network, then click on the network, and down here what you need to do is enable the N1MM plus waterfall band map. That's what's sending the actual data, so I'm sending it to the IP address of this particular machine, but if I want to send it to the Mac, I'll stick in the Mac IP address there, and that'll send it. So that yeah, pretty much that widget will work. Is there anything else of value? Solar panel, a few slight changes in that. I did let a Chinese coding agent at it there about a month ago, and it put in a lot of Unicode characters, so I fixed all those and removed them out, and I kind of made it look a little bit more circular, so it didn't have those square edges and stuff. And that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Did I not click the right thing? Let's go. Okay. That's doing stuff. You obviously have different pages, I suppose, on this particular widget as well. You can get the moon and stuff. I think that looks like it's truncated. I need to check it to see if that's something I'm doing wrong or it's just the source data. There's another one which is propagation, which is probably a little bit of interest. So when you have a station, it shows you how good you can work, basically what the different bands are, the time of the day. So it's kind of which one is good, and you get the heat map or the current conditions, or it kind of tells you which bands might be useful. Again, the AI will tell you this as well. If you have a key, of course, the key for the AI, would just go down to my settings, and we shall go to where we chat AI. Couldn't think of a better name. So you can just stick in your key there. So I'm using OpenAI, or I can stick in my Anthropic key. You can pick which model you want as well. And I'm not going to get into that explaining it. So if you know, you know, and if you don't bother with it. But it is actually something I thought I wasn't going to use, and actually find quite useful now, believe it or not. Anything else of interest up here? Stations and everything, QRZ, that's just your password and your log thing. The rotator, I am using the network. With the network, you no longer need to select the rotator because I'm running hamlib on a little Linux server. You can run it on a Raspberry Pi or something. So hamlib, I'm just connecting to hamlib, and that's dealing with it. It's very nice because you can have multiple different devices. I have a little app on my phone where I can control the rotator as well. And I have a little web app as well outside of this application. It's also on my GitHub, a rotator control or something. You can just run that, and you should be able to control your rotator from your phone. So Spectrum stuff I just talked about. A lot of text here for reading. Look, it's experimental basically. It's just got there today. The database, of course, I'm using Mongo, so if I do stuff here and I go over to the Mac, I get everything the same layout on the Mac. I have seen things kind of jumping back to default views a few times, so that's kind of on my mind to check it out. But for the most part, it's kind of working. The appearance, oh yeah, the light is horrible. The amber, not really a lover of yet. It's just low priority. I suppose need to kind of make it look a little bit better. The map itself, so that's just to show the satellites. Probably going to take that off because we can already do it from the map. So it's an extra page or whatever here that we don't need. The header bar, just the clock format. Yeah. Don't know if I want to call it header bar or not. Why? Because sometimes you can actually move it if you have a small screen. You can move it over here, for example, and bring up the header bar and bring the rig underneath it. Sorry, see, I did that wrong. Bring down, get me a bit of real estate back. Go down a bit more. So where we got rig and sorry, header bar. There we go. This should probably be a bit better. Yeah. So it's not really a header anymore, right? So yeah, I think I need a different name for it, but while I'm babbling, anything else? Analog clock I never use. It was something that came into OpenHam clock. So I think if you know the story, I added the movable panels and stuff to OpenHam clock, and then I took some of the stuff from OpenHam clock and put them in here. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you can if you're working a station, so you can just go EI 5G DB, and if you want to log it, just press enter, and it'll log it. But the defaults, that's if you don't care too much about the RST. This is in CW, so it's got the 599. But if we go back into SSB or something, there you can see it's 59, and then you can have your 59 plus 20 plus 100 would be cool, but I resisted the urge for that one. And that's about it. The pan adapter does refresh every time. I'm not sure if I can improve that or not there, but it's probably of no value to kind of start halfway down. I don't know. Let's see. That is it. So I'm on Windows, so excuse me struggling a little bit given I'm using Mac as a daily driver. Nothing else? Okay. Let's finish with the clock. Why not? Bang. Okay. Thanks for watching.